Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing how to build a budget-friendly Axie team in Axie Origins. Axie Origins is a blockchain-based game where players can breed, race, and battle fantasy creatures called Axies. In the past versions of the game, Anemones were known for their healing capabilities. Players often used two Anemones in their team and paired them with a main core Axie, such as a bird or beast, to tank in the front and mid-line and protect the main core Axie. Even if the main core Axie was defeated, the Anemone's healing abilities allowed the team to still attack and survive. However, in the current version of the game, Anemones no longer have healing abilities. But thanks to their attack buff, and the presence of Nemo tail and ears, Anemones are able to return as a support for the main core Axie. For this budget build, I have chosen to use an Anemone as the main core Axie, paired with a tiny fan. The tiny fan has the ability to do a one-hit KO to an opponent Axie in the late game, and thanks to the Nemo Parts energy engine and energy fragment system, it can make energy burst faster. Even though Anemone parts are no longer for healing, their attack is buffed, and they can deal huge damage to the opponent in the first game. Once an Anemone part kills an opponent Axie, the attack will reset. Let's discuss the team in more details. Here is my team. As you can see, I have included 3 Anemone Axies. One of the reasons I chose to have 3 Anemones is because they are currently affordable Axies on the market. Let's take a closer look at each of them individually. The front Anemone consists of the original V2 favorites parts, which is the Anemone back and horn, the Nemo tail for energy gain, and the lamb slaying Axie if the life is below 50%. And since the introducing of eyes and ears on V3, it now added functionality on it. Anemone back and horn. Card effect. When played, this card loses 25 base damage. If you kill an enemy Axie with this card, all Anemone cards in your deck reset their base damage. These parts make your Axie aggressive to your opponent even it has a drawback, but once use this to kill Axie, the attack will reset again to default. Nemo ear. Card effect. Target any ally, gain 1 energy fragment. Bonus 1 per Nemo card in your deck, cap at 3 bonus fragments. Nemo tail. Card effect. Gain 1 energy fragment. Pick 1 Nemo card from your draw pile and discard pile, then put it into your hand. Banish. The energy fragment engine of the team. The faster you can gain energy fragment, the easily you can make energy burst. More energy, more times that you can attack. With also help of Nemo tail, can call his brother Nemo ear to get it easily. Angry lamb. Card effect. Target the lowest HP enemy Axie. Deal 25 less damage per 25% HP the target is missing. Sniffing to the opponent lowest HP. Great for first round attack and make your enemy say ouch. But mouth is optional if you have more budget. Clear. Card effect. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2. Unstable. One of the great revisions cards this season 2 and more usable. It can dig more cards in any case you will have a dead hand or to draw fast the needed card that you want. The midliner Axie is also same as front Axie, but choose to have different part for more budget to buy, but you can still buy the same parts, just like the front Axie. Anemone back and horn. Already explained the effect on previous Axie. Purpose is for aggressive play while waiting to get Nemo cards to gain more energy fragment. Nemo ear and tail. Already explained the effect on previous Axie. If no attack, you can play defensive and gain energy fragment. You can also equip White Sage on ears for removing debuffs. Zigzag. Card effect. If the target has Fragile, heal 20 HP to self. Otherwise, apply Fragile for 4 turns. This is an optional part since looking for more budget, but you can choose any mouth part based on your budget and strategy. I also choose this because remember most of Anemone have Gyro Eyes, but I priorities for Eye for more draw power. This is substitute for Gyro Eyes. Telescope. Card effect. If initial, pick one aquatic card from your discard pile, otherwise, pick from your draw pile. Put the card on top of your draw pile. Banish. A toolbox so that you can fetch the Tiny Fan in later games since midline still alive once you have 5 energy and you already use Tiny Fan. Best in Tiny Fan Axie, but we are on budget, that's why my mid Axie have it. The back Axie, the main core Axie, the finisher. Once have 5 energy it can knock out the opponent Axie in an instant. Anemone back and horn. Already explained the effect on previous Axie. For aggressive play while waiting to get Nemo cards. Since all Axie have Anemone parts you don't need to worry about loss of 25 base damage because you have 6 of them and try to rotate. Nemo ear and tail. Already explained the effect on previous Axie. The key to use your Tiny Fan to your opponent. Without this it is very slow to attain 5 energies. Clear. Already explained the effect on previous Axie. You can use for late game for desperate draw in any case that you already use your Tiny Fan. You can use the card for deck thin to obtain again the Tiny Fan card as soon as possible. Tiny Fan. Card effect. Retain. Target any ally, reduce this card's energy cost by 1 for each level of your energy burst. The important game ender card to finish the remaining Axie by 1 hit only. That's why this team is built to revolve on this card. Make sure that you have Anemone on all of your Axie because since the card have debuff when attacked. Make sure that carefully utilize the Anemone card one by one and also aware to kill your opponent Axie by using Anemone card for attack reset. For Nemo cards you must utilize the Nemo tail as soon as possible for deck thinning and get the Nemo ears for additional energy gain. Remember need to make your energy to 5 in order to use the Tiny Fan. For Eyes either you have Clear or Telescope so that you can fetch immediately the Nemo cards and when the Tiny Fan also use. The Tiny Fan of course, because this is the main build of this deck. Fast energy build, fast kill. Frontline Axie cost is 0.003 wet and that is one of the cheapest I find to target with Clear Eyes. Midline Axie cost also is 0.003 wet. I priorities Telescope on this one, that's why I come up on that's the cheapest. Back Axie price is more pricey, cost 0.004 wet with Clear Eyes prioritization because if I will try to search for Tiny Fan with Telescope it is more expensive, that's why the mid Axie have Telescope. This is the total of the purchase as of recording. For front and mid I just use look for these parts to buy one. Nemo ears, Nemo tails, Anemone back, Anemone horn. Then on the list just manually find the one has a Clear and Telescope on the list. For back, Tiny Fan, Nemo ears, Anemone back, Anemone horn. Then on the list just manually find the one has a Clear and Telescope. My nephew tries to play this team for 12 fights and he managed to go from War 1 up to Wolf 3. Here is the sample battle of this Axie. We are fighting a poison team. This is a perfect time that you can play defense and acquire energy shards at the same time, using the Nemo ears with White Sage that can remove poison stacks. If there is no Nemo cards in hand, just play an attack to an enemy. Depending on hand, if no Nemo, play attack. If there is Nemo, priority energy shard until you will have 5 energy, and once complete, throw tiny fan. In enemy that you will encounter, you must have different approach and strategy to kill the opponent. There's many archetypes in Axie Origins that you may encounter in climbing the ladder. Focus on your target combo, win or lose, at least you try it and you will gain experience. We completed now the 5 energies. That means
we're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship, zooming through the sky.
in conclusion, building a budget-friendly Axie team in Axie Origins doesn't have to be difficult. By utilizing anemones and other affordable Axies, paired with the right strategy and Nemo cards, you can create a powerful team that can compete in battles. Remember to always keep an eye out for deals and discounts on the market, and don't be afraid to experiment with different builds. Thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification for more Axie Origins content.